During the rough cut phase, you'll be moving assets on the timeline. Let's review the commands that will help you as you move along the timeline in rough cut. Open the My Camtasia practice file. Go to the File menu, select Save As. Save the file as Editing Practice File. Let's make some adjustments so we can see the entire timeline. Remember, you can adjust the height of the timeline. To zoom to fit, either double-click the slider dot or click the magnifying glass. One way to move assets is to select the asset, hold down the left mouse button, and drag it. To select multiple assets at once, hold down the Shift key as you select the assets. You can also use a crossing window to select the assets. To remove an asset from the selection set, hold down the Shift key and click on the asset. To make it easier to move all of the assets on one track, select the first asset on the track, hold down the Shift key, then drag the selected asset. You'll see all of the assets on the track behind the selected asset move. This can be also done with multiple tracks at once. When there are larger gaps that span multiple tracks, it may be easier to use delete. Position the playhead at the beginning of the selection to delete. Drag the red handle to the end of the time to delete. Remember, all of the media within the highlighted area will be deleted. Be sure to lock or disable any tracks that should not be deleted. Right-click and select Ripple Delete. If you need to add time, you can insert it. Position the playhead at the location time should be added. Drag the red handle to the right and select the time to insert. Right-click and select Insert Time. You can see that the assets on the timeline have shifted to the right. Right-click and select Deselect. Just like delete, time is inserted along all active tracks. Be sure to lock or disable tracks as needed. Let's turn on track 2 so we can look at one last thing. We don't need to extend a clip in the video, but let's take a look at this feature because it comes in handy. The first or the last frame of a clip can be extended. Let's watch the end of the opening clip. To extend the last frame to fill the time until the start of the next clip, hold down the Alt key on Windows or the Option key on Mac. Hover the cursor over the end of the clip. When you see the cursor change to a rectangle with an arrow, click and drag from the end of the clip. This extends the last frame of the clip. The stitch is visible once the frame is extended. Playing the end of the clip, you can see the point where the animation stops and the last frame is extended. Before moving on, we recommend you practice until you feel confident with trimming and moving assets. You do not need to save this file.